UFC 322, Shawnee Mack with Full Send MMA with my good friend, Mr. Bo Nickal, man. We've been doing this for a minute, and man, I don't know if I ever thought I'd see Bo Nickal throw up the double middle finger, but you're such a nice guy. But that one came from the soul, didn't it?
It did. I'll be honest. I put on a nice guy facade for the most part, but I'm pretty fiery down underneath in my heart. So, I probably wouldn't be doing this if that weren't the case. And there was just a lot of questions, a lot of negativity thrown my way, especially since my last fight. But and honestly, in that moment, I'm celebrating. The fans are cheering, and I was brought back to a year ago when I got some boos after a win, and so I just thought I would show them how I really felt.
What kind of reactions were you seeing in the crowd when you threw up the middle finger? Were people flipping you off back, or did you even notice?
Honestly, it was crazy. When I threw it up, they started cheering louder. New York's insane, I was watching the fight earlier with Wellamaker and the new guy who's an absolute savage, and those guys put their heart and soul and body on the line for 13 minutes, and they were clinched up for 30 seconds. I started hearing boos, and so this crowd's just different, and it takes a different type of person to be able to perform out there. So I guess show some respect.
I was gonna say, I think we did see a little bit of it after the last fight with RDR, right? You went on the pod, and I think there was that one clip that went viral.
That was AI, bro. That wasn't even. That was AI.
So Rodolfo Viera, right? Crafty guy, right? I don't know. I think there was a stat, I don't even know if he's been taken down in the UFC yet or something like that. He has tonight. You slammed him on his head in the first round.
Yep.
When you did that, did you figure okay, I can take this guy down whenever I want to, but I think I have a better advantage on the feet, or what was the thinking behind that?
Yeah, that was definitely part of it. I mean, it's just been tough. The last 4 fights I've matched up against wrestler, grappler, and not just grapplers. These guys are all world class, in jiu-jitsu and grappling. So, that just affects the fight, affects the game plan. And, my main concern with this fight was just I wanted to go out there and win. And by win, I mean just do damage and score in an MMA sense. I think after my last fight, I learned that, my wrestling career, it's great for control, great to be able to hold guys down, take guys down, but that's not how you win a fight, right? You got to be able to do damage out there, and unfortunately, that's not my favorite part of the sport, but it's what you got to do.
It seemed like you were kind of trying to draw him out, you were constantly throwing this feint. Was that something you saw in him? You were trying to lead him in and then counter with a 1-2 over the top?
Yeah. I mean, I think that I was a little longer than him, a little faster, so he was reacting a lot to my feints, and I was able to just land a lot of strikes off that. What people don't understand in this game is not just go out and club each other in the head, right? There's an entire chess match that's going on before any strikes are ever even landed, and so you got to control the air, you got to control the gloves, you got to feint, you got to move your feet. There's so much that's going on in the mind of a fighter, and these are the type of things that more fans should be paying attention to. They see the knockout and they see the highlight, and it's cool, and I get it why they want to watch it, but it's really just 1% of the game.
Here's one for you. After the RDR fight, Iowa Wrestling was kind of doing some trolling. They're sending RDR care packages and things like that. What would you have to say to them after that highlight reel knockout tonight?
It's all good fun. Send some Iowa boys in the cage, see how they do. No, I love wrestling. I love all the wrestling programs around the country. They're all amazing, and Iowa's a storied program with a ton of tradition, and I have respect for them, but I don't mean I won't throw them on their back and pin them every time I go up against one of them. So it's the sport, it's the game, and that's the way it works.
You're going to get asked this question a lot tonight. I'm sure you've heard it already. So I'll phrase it a little differently. With the way that Susarkayev fought tonight and the way that you fought tonight, do you think that he deserves that fight?
No. Definitely not. I mean, is he a tough guy? Do I respect his skills? Yeah, I think he's a good fighter. I don't think he put on that great of a performance. I think the breaks helped him a lot. And, he's a confident guy. He's a guy that, wants to move up the ladder quickly. And, I've done some work. I've had some setbacks. I'm here. I made a comeback. And, if the UFC wants it, then I would gladly accept the fight. My view of it is they probably don't. But, yeah, I mean, let's say he gets 1 or 2 more wins and he's a little more impressive, then we can make it happen.
Final question. Is tonight, let's put it this way, is Bo Nickal still a good guy, or is this heel Bo Nickal from now on?
I mean, I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to do my thing. I don't feel like I've ever done anything other than that. You know, I'm not trying to play a persona or be any certain type of way. This is just how I am. I came in to this game very hot. A lot of people got upset about that. And, you know, I'm going to stick to my guns and keep doing my thing.
Shawnee Mack with Full Send MMA. That's probably a 50G bonus for Mr. Bo Nickal tonight.
Give me that money.
It's always good to see you, bro.